Scores around the league for you at the half. But it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the former Mississippi State product, the mobile quarterback, Dak Prescott.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately.
And right away, he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
Yellow. I'm going away. I'm coming.
Mahomes now on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That goes for a gain of 31. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Complete. It's Johnson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. That's complete to Jake Butt. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Hey, 57.
Working from the gun, Mahomes to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Here we go.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. His pass caught at the 4. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Carolina getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming.
Watch the screen.
Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott, and the grab by Croft. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Prescott looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Mahomes now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Now Taylor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. On 2nd and a couple, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. There goes Melvin Gordon. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Melvin Gordon, 99 yards. Now for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Lamb. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now Mahomes. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Now here's Mahomes toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And it's caught. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. And again, it's Mahomes. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. From 4 yards out, and the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
That's fielded in the end zone.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Melvin Gordon now, he and the offense, they trot back out there. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October, because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. At the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. First down, Prescott. And the pass complete to Ryan Grant. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way, lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a loss.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Throwing on second down, Mahomes. There's that man again. It's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire half time just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On second and 7, Mahomes flush to his right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lamb. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Mahomes now to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Mahomes now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Steps away. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, You throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on fourth down? They'll go for it. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Leonard Floyd. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So they'd converted their first 2 fourth down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that third one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. From the red zone now, Prescott. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll get 3 out of the dump off there, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Third and short yardage. Prescott. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So on 4th down, Ron Rivera sends out the field goal unit. This one from 35 yards away. And his kick is right there. It's good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And New York set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Mahomes. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. From 3 yards out, and the Giants are able to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Prescott from the gun. Leaping, and he makes the grab.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Prescott now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Prescott. And that's complete to Jeffrey. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A gain there of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The quick slant caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Oh, I think the Panthers have got it. They did. Carolina football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a second down. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Ryan Grant, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And Jeffrey's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 29-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Prescott on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To the air again, Prescott. And that is incomplete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position with all 3 timeouts. I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
New York set to take the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. To throw is Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Room here to run. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
Interception, baby.
So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down one. What's the sense? I like what they did.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Yellow.
On third down, it's Taylor, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They'll run on first down. Taylor. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Mahomes, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So Dak Prescott in the offense. Down by 9, 24 seconds to go. And their undefeated season about to go by the wayside, barring a late miracle. Prescott throwing the out route incomplete. It's Grant. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Lamb. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense.